Alright, so let's play a game. There was 4 guys. One guy got in trouble for retail fraud at Walmart. He went to Walmart and he stole stuff. Another guy got in trouble for driving unsuspended, DUI, and reckless driving. Another guy got in trouble for driving unsuspended. And another guy got in trouble for pulling his penis out in front of a mom and her child at Walmart. Now, I want you guys to guess who got the highest bond when they went to court? Who had to pay the most in order to leave court and not have to go to jail? What's a bond? If you don't know what a bond is when you do something wrong, you get in trouble, so you get a charge, then you have to go to court, and then the judge will tell you how much you have to pay to leave that day. Tell me how much you think each person had to pay in order to leave that day. All right, pause the video, comment below, and tell me what you think. I seriously want to know how much you guys think, okay? All right, let's keep on going. Now, let me tell you this. The guy that got driving unsuspended was white. The guy that got the DUI and the driving unsuspended and reckless driving was black. And then the guy that whipped out his penis in front of the family was white. And then the guy that got retail fraud was black. Now, I want you guys to ask yourself, does that change what you think the bond was? Now, if it does change how much you think they had to pay in order to leave based upon their skin color, then you guys are already aware that there's a problem in society. So if you guys want to go ahead and comment below again what you think each person had to pay in order to leave based upon now knowing the skin color, go ahead and do that. All right, perfect. So that's the game. That's what we're playing today. And I'm going to tell you guys what the answer is to each one later on in the video. So watch the whole video. Make sure to subscribe because we do all types of inspirational, motivational, giving back, just funny, different stuff on this channel. So subscribe, turn the bell on, and make sure that you're watching all the videos and stay until the end of the video so you guys can see the answer to each one. But now we're gonna have a story time. All right, guys, so if you guys don't know me, when I was younger, my parents died, yada, yada, yada. So I didn't have any parents growing up. So I started drinking when I was 14 years old, and I did that until I was 23 years old. So I did a bunch of bad stuff as a kid. Moving forward, I caught 2 DUIs. So when I was 23, I caught my second DUI. At that time, I ended up obviously losing my license. And I've since then, to tell you the truth, I'm a terrible driver. I quit drinking, so I'm now 9 years sober. I don't drink. I've gotten good jobs. I went to school, got an associate's degree, did tons of great stuff, but I never did a good job with driving. So take this as a lesson. Don't lose your license once you get it, because once you do, it's gonna be so hard to get back. Or for some of you, it might be easy, but nonetheless, you don't want to go through that headache. So, like I said, long story short, I've gotten my license back, but lost it since because it was restricted, blah, blah, blah. And yes, recently I have gotten driving unsuspended charged, which means that I got pulled over with no license, which means I got a driving unsuspended charge. Okay, so if that doesn't tell you anything, I was the one with the driving unsuspended license. I'm Mexican too, but I look pretty white. Nonetheless. So yes, real story. I recently went to court, and the 4 people that I was talking about was a real story that I watched one by one go in front of the judge. But I got to see what each person's bond was and how the judge treated them. I guess we don't have to wait until the end of the video. Let me tell you this. So I had a driving unsuspended. I had a $350 bond. Okay, so I had to pay $350. I got to leave. The black guy with the retail fraud had a $15,000 bond. Retail fraud is a misdemeanor. Okay, and then the guy that had the DUI, driving unsuspended, open and tox, careless driving, had a $20,000 bond. None of those charges are felonies. They're all misdemeanors, and he doesn't have any felonies. He's had misdemeanors, but no felonies. Okay, so I had a chance to talk to the black guy that had a $20,000 bond. So he actually went in first. He came back and I goes, yo, what happened, man? What's good? You know, I want to know what your bond is. And I'm thinking nothing of it, like, you know, a few $100s, something like that. He tells me $20,000. I'm like, instantly I get a little scared because I'm like, now he's mad. He doesn't give a shit. He's probably gonna, like, you know, get aggressive. But I talked with him. Long story short with the conversation, here's how it went. He kept on talking. You hear about this stuff, but you don't actually know it until you're in this situation. Now, mind you, if you're sitting here thinking there's a reason that he deserves $20,000, maybe he did something more, la-di-da, you know, okay, but $20,000 is a fucking lot. It is an unattainable amount of money, which is pretty much saying you do not have an opportunity to get out of jail. That's what it's saying, because most African American people are not gonna have $20,000 just lying around. Don't get me wrong, you can get to bondsmiths, things like that, and maybe some do, but like for most people, $20,000 is pretty much impossible. It wasn't 10%, it was anything, it was $20,000. So anyways, he said, unless you're actually in this situation to see it firsthand, you don't understand the magnitude of what it is, and you don't believe it. So I'm sitting there and actually seeing it firsthand. I was shocked. I'm like, he had a driver not suspended. He had some other charges with it, but I had a $350 bond. It's obtainable. He had a $20,000 bond. That's just so unrealistic. So I'm sitting there firsthand and he goes, man, people just, they won't believe it. And unless you are somebody big with a voice, nobody's going to believe you. Nobody's going to hear you out. And he was telling me how he wanted to do better and how he has so much stuff going on. The reason that he missed court originally was because his dad died and like he was having issues at home and blah blah blah. You know, he has 3 kids and he actually takes care of them. When he mentioned like, you know, he doesn't have a platform and a voice and no one's gonna listen to him, I thought I didn't tell him anything or say anything about my little YouTube channel. It's only a few thousand subscribers. However, when I was sitting there, I'm like, you know what? I want to voice out for him. I felt extremely bad for him because when he walked out and said $20,000 and then I walked in and he asked, so what's your bond? And I go 350. I just looked and I thought, this is not fair. This isn't fair. Like, he in no way is going to be able to get out of there. And I want to backtrack a little bit. Remember earlier how I said that I am now 9 years sober? Let me tell you how I ended up becoming sober. And this isn't the only reason, but this was the thing that pushed me over the edge. So when I got that second DUI, I was looking at 6 to 12 months. Let me tell you something, okay? I went in there, and this is the thing that pushed me over the edge, right? I truly did kind of, like, I wanted to change at that point, and I explained that to the judge. For some reason, some God-sent fucking reason that I cannot even believe, I'm thinking I'm going to get 6 to 12 months, and if I get less than that, I'm going to be happy. The judge looks at me and goes, I do see something in you. You are getting no jail time, and just put me on probation. At that moment, I said, since this judge is seeing something in me, and she's giving me an opportunity in return, and because of that, I am going to quit drinking. I swear to God, that's what happened. She gave me the fucking opportunity to not have to go to jail, and because of that is why I quit drinking. What is my point in telling you this? When everybody just wants to punish and an eye for an eye and all this shit, you're never gonna make society better. And here's the thing with black people, I know they got it bad. Racism is real, and in today's time, the world is trying to do a little better, but it's not ended. And I'm here to speak up for this because I saw it firsthand, and I'm not just saying that. And there's a lot of people in general that have chips on their shoulders when they're done wrong a lot. But because black people have been done wrong more than they should and more than other people, I looked at this guy and he was defeated. He was tired. He's been beat down so much because of his skin color that he is giving up and doesn't really want to try. He sat there because I talked to him and I asked, well, hey, did you kind of try to explain, like, you know, you want to do better and you got, you know, things going on, actually have a case? He's like, man, I'm exhausted. It doesn't make any difference. Anytime that I'm in trouble, they don't let me go. They don't give me a chance. So now you have somebody in society that could turn around and do better if he was given an opportunity, but because society wants to be so punish, and not try to rehabilitate or help people to do better or give faith into people, now we have somebody that's most likely going to keep on recommitting crimes because he's given up. And this is for everything, guys. If you're only thinking about punishing, it's like a child, right? With this situation, not to relate this adult to a child, but the concept of when you have a kid and all you do is fucking harp on him and he's always doing bad, he's always doing wrong, and you're always yelling at him, he's gonna feel like, yo, I can't ever fucking do right, it's not even worth it. Or like in a relationship, if fucking you're always getting after your significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, and you're like always accusing them of doing something wrong, they're gonna be like, fuck it, it's not even worth trying. But if you use positive reinforcement and give people a chance and don't always look to punish, then society can do better, because most people are like, yo, they're black, so we're racist, so we're gonna give them an unobtainable bond, or they're not gonna do better, so we're just gonna keep putting in jail. Or there's some people out there that are like, oh my god, protect us, so we gotta lock away like people who are bad. I'm here to say that's bullshit. If we want to make a difference, we have to help people, and we have to actually give them a chance to do better. Now, mind you, if you are some person that has fucked up, like me, I've been in a lot of trouble, you have to genuinely want to change, genuinely want to do better. You can't just go into court or go anywhere and just expect them to hand you something. If you do something wrong and then say you go to court for drugs or selling drugs or something, and then fucking you go to court and then you get a high bond, and then you're like, oh fuck, what a piece of shit, he's putting me in jail for 5 years or something, fuck him, you know, blah blah blah. But when you win, then you're all upset. But when you went to court, you're still selling drugs, you didn't try to do better, and you don't have any intention of doing better, then what do you expect? So, mind you, I'm talking to both sides. As society, the court system, one, don't be racist, give people a chance. That's not fair that somebody has a $20,000 bond, and then the other person has a $350 bond and a $15,000 bond, and then the dude that fucking whipped his penis out got $0. He was able to leave without paying anything. He had a $0 bond. It was bullshit. Alright guys, I just wanted to voice my opinion on that. And dude, if you watch this, I don't know your name or anything because we talked briefly, but I wanted to speak up for you because I truly did feel bad. Anybody else who is in this situation where you feel like there's just a chip on your shoulder because you're like, fuck, no matter what, I always get dealt a shitty hand, and I'm always done wrong, or I'm always punished, I'm not given another chance, I'm always accused. Just know there's people out there that feel you, you're not alone, and I get it. I don't know if there's other people that get it, but I hope that more people can understand. By beating people down to the ground, it doesn't help anything. But alright guys, I hope that you at least got something out of this video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Share this around everywhere so that a ton of people can hear it and listen, so we can spread awareness to people, to stop being hard on people, to give people a chance, that we can tell people that want to get a chance to actually do better. So let's see if we can make that happen together, guys. I love you guys, and peace.